Our next bout of the evening scheduled in the bantamweight division. This one scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. So let's get our fighters to the Charity Vision ring. First to make his way, please make him feel welcome, Sam Rodriguez.
Chopper down, 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 lay a nigga down, 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 chopper, break it down, 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 lay a nigga down, down, chopper, break it down, 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 lay a nigga down, down, chopper, break it down.
And here comes his opponent opposite the ring, Joshua Franco.
Aquí nadie va a venir a querer infligir miedo. Aquí se siembran los hombres y se cosecha el respeto. Aquí se viene a triunfar o a dejar todo en el ruedo. Cuidado con las ofensas o señalar con el dedo.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to Salt Lake City wearing the red, white, and blue trunks with heavy hands. His young professional record, 4 wins with just 1 loss, but 3 of those 4 victories have come by knockout. He weighed in at an even 116 pounds, and he's fighting tonight out of Palm Bay, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sam Rodriguez. His opponent, standing on my right and fighting out of the red corner, comes into the ring dressed in the black, trimmed in white and red. Made his Golden Boy debut in 2015, and tonight in Salt Lake City puts his undefeated record on the line. As a professional, his record perfect. 5 wins, no losses, 3 of those 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He too weighed in at fight time at an even 116 pounds. Fighting tonight out of San Antonio, Texas, please make him feel welcome, Joshua Franco. And once again, your referee in charge is Chet Fulmer.
Our referee in the squared circle, Chet Fulmer, offering final instructions here as we go for 6 bantamweight rounds, 3 minutes apiece. San Antonio, Texas, represented out of the red corner by Joshua Franco, and Palm Bay, Florida, Sam Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue Puerto Rico flag trunks. 5-0 record for Joshua Franco in the black. 4-1 for young Sam Rodriguez, who gives up about 4 inches in height to his opponent here. Once again, it's Rodriguez in the white and red, white, and blue, I should say, trunks. Joshua Franco sporting black trimmed with red and white. Both orthodox fighters here in the bantamweight division. Nice head movement there displayed by Franco to precede the jab. Another jab lands. The longer fighter here, Joshua Franco, will look to establish that jab early here in the fight, where Sam Rodriguez is going to have to find clever ways to close the distance, giving up the reach advantage. Interestingly enough, Sam Rodriguez did not start boxing until he was 19 years old. He's only been at it for 6 years, which obviously in the boxing world, where you've got guys with 60, 70 fights under their belts by the time they're 20, puts them at a serious disadvantage. So far accounting well for himself here as he takes control of the center of the ring. Nice uppercut lands there by Franco. And a body shot. Counter by Rodriguez. Rodriguez doing a nice job of slipping underneath the jab there. And another body shot lands for Franco. He goes to the right hand of the body this time. Uppercut, body shot, and another hook to the body there by Franco, but a nice response by Rodriguez as they trade punches here in the early goings around number 1. Franco doing an excellent job of really turning on those uppercuts and hooks, getting a lot of power out of a relatively quick punch. More arm punches coming from Sam Rodriguez here. Nice uppercut, just misses there by Franco. Rodriguez simply bulls his way off of the ropes there, getting himself out of a little bit of trouble, but finds more punches waiting for him in the center of the ring. Misses with that left hook. The jab lands for Franco. Just shy of the end of this first round. A nice counter right hand there by Rodriguez and some good head movement to close things out here at the end of round number 1. So as expected, Sam Rodriguez out of Palm Bay, Florida, doing his best to close distance on the taller opponent, Joshua Franco. If I'm judging, I think the first round of this bantamweight bout probably goes to Joshua Franco, who brings an undefeated record here and a lot more boxing experience into the ring. But excellent work by Sam Rodriguez as Tim Hughes joins me ringside at Charity Vision Fight Night. Great start to a bantamweight bout here, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, it is working.
It is working.
You know, this is a great night, and I love watching these little guys fight. They never disappoint, do they?
They never do.
All the energy, and it's always amazing to me the power that they can carry in a 116-pound body.
Well, yeah, I actually was commenting on the fact that Joshua Franco doing an excellent job of turning on those punches. He landed a couple really nice hooks to the body and one right hand that, despite being quick punches, looked like they had a lot of power to them.
He's one I know that De La Hoya has an eye on and a lot of promise for the future, bringing that 5-0 record here to Salt Lake City.
He'll look to establish his jab once again here in the early goings of round number 2 and search for that uppercut. But nice counters here by Sam Rodriguez with the head movement to close the distance. And Franco counters that head movement nicely by blocking with the shoulders. As a taller fighter, he has that advantage.
Good double jab there from Franco.
He's been using that to try and set up some of those body shots, and this is a much better accounting for himself in the early goings by Sam Rodriguez, who refuses to back up in round number 2.
I'm impressed with Franco's combinations, too. You'll see him throw 2 jabs and then immediately follow it up with a body shot.
Indeed, this brawling style appears to lend itself to success for Sam Rodriguez. Joshua Franco is going to need to get those feet moving and actually box this as that left hook lands.
Franco really doesn't have much of a choice but to try and get on the inside, but every time he tries to step in, Franco is punishing him for it.
There's a nice little 1-2 by Franco. And again, searching for a nice liver shot there. One of those, maybe 2 of those landed in the first round. If you can get it going again through a 6-round bout, you'll see it start to pay dividends later on.
One of the fun things about Charity Vision Fight Night is you don't necessarily, oh, there's a couple of great shots to the head. And Rodriguez is rocked here.
Rodriguez in trouble. It was an uppercut and a hook combination that put him on silly street, but a nice counter right hook by Rodriguez. And here we are with a fight on our hands at Charity Vision.
Yeah, you love the heart of this Rodriguez kid. It looked like he was on his way down and then comes back with a big right hand that really got the attention of this crowd.
Tell you what, he saved himself with some excellent head movement. And there's another right hand scoring as Joshua Franco keeps himself a little bit too stationary moving forward.
Under a minute left in round 2 here, scheduled for 6. Looks like Rodriguez has recovered.
Body shot attempted there by, and another one by Franco. He really likes turning on that left hook to the liver. Nice uppercut there. Chet Fulmer is going to make sure he doesn't land that out of a clinch position, but excellent inside work here by both fighters.
He was smart to get off the ropes there too, because Franco had him trapped. Gets it back to center ring here.
The lead uppercut attempt there by Franco, and here's a few more.
10 seconds left in the round.
That overhand right seems to be finding a home here for Sam Rodriguez. Uppercut hook combination, which is of course the same thing that Franco was able to land and hurt Sam Rodriguez earlier in the round.
Yeah, I started to say one of the fun things about a charity vision fight night is that you're dealing with a crowd that's not necessarily in tune with what it's like to be at a boxing event or any combat sport event. But one thing that everybody knows is when a guy gets rocked, you're supposed to go ooh and ah, and we had a little bit of that in that round.
Yeah, when you see the sweat misting off of a fighter's head because his neck snaps back so hard, everybody, even non-fight fans, can understand that. Excellent second round here. Josh Franco and Sam Rodriguez. San Antonio, Texas, represented by Josh Franco, as I mentioned earlier, and Palm Bay, Florida for Sam Rodriguez. Tim Hughes, Sean O'Connell ringside at Charity Vision Fight Night number 2 here in Salt Lake City.
You know, as a boxer, when you get rocked like that, there's not really any place to go hide when you're in the cage. As you well know, if you get rocked, you can take it to the ground and try and find a way to gain some time. But
indeed. I was actually very impressed by Sam Rodriguez. His autopilot was just to start moving that head, and it got him out of some trouble.
So here we go with round number 3, halfway through this fight.
You saw the attempt there, that lunging overhand right by Sam Rodriguez, but Joshua Franco learned his lesson in round number 2, did not let it land.
There it is again. He just missed with the left hook.
You know, they call Franco the professor, and I asked him why as he was sitting there getting his hands taped with some spectacles on, looking very unassuming. And I tell you what, he is not the same. He's not as unassuming here in the ring. Nice punch lands there.
There again, Rodriguez, every once in a while, sneaks one of those in there.
That compact frame can generate a lot of power if you can get it in close.
Yeah, his upper body is ripped, and 3 of those 4 wins, although it's a young pro career, 3 of those 4 wins have come by knockout, so you know he's got the power.
Nice uppercut lands there by Franco. But the counter by Rodriguez gets him out of some trouble.
I still think Franco's getting the better of these exchanges, but that right hand comes out from Rodriguez.
Well, he's timing it well when he interrupts a combination by Franco, but that time Franco also landed a right hand on the way out. Excellent even bout here in Salt Lake City, Utah, between these 2 bantamweights.
Crowd is enjoying it as well. Just one of 5 great bouts tonight. And, of course, the main event tonight, Mario Lopez taking on Oscar De La Hoya.
I'm excited to see how spirited that one gets. There was some friendly banter going back and forth in the locker rooms earlier.
I guess they've sparred in the past. I didn't know that, but a little bit different between sparring and getting in here.
I suppose it is. Franco listening to his corner there. You heard him say jab, step back up, and that's exactly what happened a half second later. Oh, nice thudding right hand lands there. It was shortened up by the movement of Sam Rodriguez, but it did indeed land.
Yeah, and sometimes those shots just behind the ear will do as much damage or more as one right on the button on the chin. He staggered for a second there, but seems to be okay.
You know what, Franco, being the longer fighter, is actually doing a great job of still scoring when Rodriguez is able to get his head against the chest there. Ooh, switching his southpaw there for a moment, and Franco experimenting with a straight left hand, just missed.
Bit of a slip there on the part of Rodriguez. Again, finds himself up against the ropes.
Jab lands for Rodriguez.
10 seconds left in the round.
Final flurry of action here from Franco as he tries to secure another round in the eyes of
What
our
do you
judges.
say, Rail Center? You enjoying the action here
Excellent
tonight
fight
at Charity
here.
Vision Fight Night. In the next round, we're going to be going back after it. We've got some more T-shirts to give away, Charity Vision Fight Night T-shirts. So remember, the left side of the room cheering for the blue corner. Those of you behind me on the right side of the room cheering for the red corner. Let's get these guys going here. We will give the T-shirts away after this round, ladies. If we can wait until after this round, we'll give the T-shirts away in a moment. It's going to depend on the noise you make leading up to the closing bell of our next round. Coming up, Josh Romney also will step in the ring. We'll tell you more about the great auction items that are up for grabs here tonight.
Seconds out.
All right, Rail Center, make some noise. We're ready to go with our next round.
Charity Vision Fight Night 2 here from the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sitting ringside, I am Sean O'Connell. Our in-ring announcer doing double duty with me tonight, Mr. Tim Hughes.
Had to go give some T-shirts away.
It's all for a good cause.
It really is.
As the action here, less than friendly in the center of the ring. Both of these guys with some spirited exchanges here. And you can see why Oscar De La Hoya is very high on Mr. Josh Franco, fighting out of San Antonio, Texas. Golden Boy Promotions has called him now 7 times, and we're being treated to another good performance tonight.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm impressed with Rodriguez. Obviously, he doesn't have the young career record that Franco does, but it looks like he's gaining a little more confidence here in this 4th round.
Yeah, he's figuring out the proper ways to close that distance without catching too much on the way in. And he found a home for that overhand right in earlier rounds. If he can get it going again, who knows what might happen. There it is, another attempt. You hear the corner of Josh Franco telling him to go ahead and work on the inside. That's just maybe due to the persistence of Sam Rodriguez. Josh Franco not able to maintain the distance that he wants, so he's going to have to get the work done.
Yeah, Rodriguez is presenting that opportunity, and Franco stepping out. His corner would like to see him do some work in there. And Rodriguez almost stepped into a big uppercut.
Yeah, he's been winging that thing in this bout, and if one connects, you might see a nice little stumble like we did earlier. Nice combination there, but an excellent counter by Sam Rodriguez, finding another spot for that right hand to land just shy of the chin. Here's the head movement again, but more of those landed than missed.
I'm sure Rodriguez's corner likes the head movement, but they would just as soon you had your gloves up there somewhere too.
Exactly. And this is where Rodriguez needs to score some points. When he's got Franco backed up and the distance closed for the shorter fighter, that's your opportunity. Franco circles back out to give himself some space. Couple body shots there by Rodriguez landing.
Franco with a good right hand behind the guard, a couple of them as a matter of fact in that exchange.
Interesting the way he's letting himself get backed up there against the ropes.
10 seconds again in this round.
There's an uppercut and another. Some nice winging punches landing there by Franco as he tries to score big before the end of this round.
All right, let's give some T-shirts away, ladies.
Scheduled for
Get
6
our ring
here in the
girls up
bantamweight
into the
division
ring.
in Salt Lake City.
Who wants a Fight Night T-shirt? You're going to have to do better than that. Make some noise!
And here we go again, another round of bantamweight action here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sam Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue trunks. Joshua Franco representing San Antonio, Texas, with an undefeated record in the black trunks. Nice right hand lands to open this round.
See if Rodriguez gets back to doing what he was doing in that third round, and that is, closing that distance and getting on the inside.
Nice switch uppercut landed there for Rodriguez. And a nice counter right hand uppercut combination once again at the end of a Josh Franco combination.
Kind of get a sense that that fourth round was a bit of a respite for both of these guys, and now they're sensing that this fight's getting close to the end, and so they picked up the action again.
And both fighters still with a serious chance to win this one, certainly far from being decided in those early rounds. Excellent head movement again by Sam Rodriguez. But Franco counters that with some of his own. 3 straight jabs missed for the older fighter, who gives up about 4 inches. And there's a flurry.
Again, I'm impressed with the head movement, but man, if you don't keep your guard up, one of these times you're going to lean the wrong way and walk right into one of those right hands.
You know, I don't even know what it's like to move my head that much. I just let my hands camp out on my ears and hope for the best. These little guys, it's crazy how much energy they expend moving around. But looks as if Josh Franco may have slowed down a little bit here about a minute and a half into this round.
Yeah, Rodriguez really is pushing the action, and maybe he senses that he's behind on the judges' scorecard. There's that double jab again, followed with the right hand.
Rodriguez has the tendency to absorb a few punches and then throw back immediately, but you saw at the end of both of those combinations, the response didn't come as quickly. And a nice right hand and then a left hook landing. But Josh Franco standing, the professor taking the punishment and dealing some out of his own.
Those punches were big enough to get the crowd's attention, but Franco seems totally unfazed by it.
Either he's got a great game face or an actual excellent chin, because there's a lot of power behind both of those. As much power as a 116-pound fighter can generate.
We've got Congresswoman Mia Love sitting ringside with us. Mitt Romney is over here, former governor of Utah, of course. Mike Leavitt is also with us ringside.
I see BYU head football coach Kalani Sitake in our crowd tonight, although I don't like to give BYU too much love, Tim.
Mitt Romney, of course, sitting ringside last year. I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. One of the great moments was former Governor Mike Leavitt coming out with his dress belt, because there was no championship belt to hold, and he was snapping it above his head, you know. And
it was an interesting spectacle for sure. But Mitt Romney stepping in with the former multiple-time world champion like Evander Holyfield, exhibition bout or not, takes a little bit of courage.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Feature bout later tonight, of course, another world champion in Oscar De La Hoya taking on Super Mario Lopez, who's a champion of his own right in the television world.
He's given me an official introduction, by the way, so
I love it.
Wait for it.
6th and final round here in bantamweight action at the Rail Event Center. In the red, white, and blue trunks, we have Sam Rodriguez. In the black, it is Josh Franco out of San Antonio, Texas, whose undefeated record is on the line. And what a punch by Sam Rodriguez.
But again, Franco just does not seem phased. And we know Rodriguez has knockout power from his career record.
Well, he's got 4 wins and 3 of those by KO, so he's definitely been able to put some fighters down. Josh Franco, to his own credit, also with 3 KOs. Both of these guys have exchanged some big power shots. And despite the stumble earlier from Sam Rodriguez, he was able to recover fully, and he's come on very strong late in this fight.
Oh!
Big overhand right there.
and almost caught him with the left hook. Our referee, Chet Fulmer, hasn't had to do a lot of work because these guys step back out and keep the action moving.
Yeah, they're both active on the inside, and that combination, excellent by Josh Franco. But Sam Rodriguez comes roaring back, again, absorbing that punishment, and as soon as he feels it let up, he fires a right hand of his own.
Yeah, when you see a barrage like that, although those punches are blocked, you know, sometimes you still feel that.
Well, you sneak one through, and every once in a while, those punches to the shoulders and the arms will wear you out a little bit. Both of these guys displaying the kind of cardio work they put in heading into this bout because they've both been extremely active and neither appearing to slow down too much, although there was a brief sort of lull from Josh Franco in round number 5.
I wish our cameras could catch some of the reaction from Congresswoman Mia Love when the fighters go to that side of the ring. Everybody's dressed formally tonight, you know. They don't want anything on them.
She's got some head movement of her own trying to dodge the flying sweat and potentially blood from this bout. Franco scoring with another combination there.
Boy, so far, I think this is Rodriguez's round. What that means in the final judge tallies, I don't know, but we're under a minute left here.
Nice right hand lands there by Rodriguez. That's maybe 4 or 5 power shots we've seen in the last 2 rounds, but Franco has been absorbing them nicely. You hear the 30-second warning from the corner. Both of these guys smelling an opportunity to steal a win. Franco switched to a southpaw stance there.
20 seconds left in the fight.
That could indicate maybe a busted up right hand or just simply a strategic shift. 10 seconds left in this 6th and final round of a bantamweight bout between Josh Franco and Sam Rodriguez. And what a treat that was for the fans here at Charity Vision Fight Night number 2 at the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City. We'll go to the judges' scorecard to determine this bantamweight bout. Joshua Franco previously undefeated, but a strong performance by 4-1 Sam Rodriguez. Impressive action there late in the fight as Sam Rodriguez was able to start figuring out that distance and landing some power shots. I don't have an official punch counter, but I would venture a guess that Josh Franco landed more total punches in this bout. If you want to talk about power shots, significant strikes, however you term it, I think that Sam Rodriguez may have stolen that advantage with his final 2 rounds. Overall, a strong performance out of both individuals. And Sam Rodriguez giving up 4 inches in height and who knows how many in reach accounted extremely well for himself, despite the fact that he did not take up boxing until the age of 19. He looks to be very, very comfortable in the ring. Those of you tuning in around the world, we want to thank you. Golden Boy Promotions, putting on the Charity Vision Fight Night, restoring sight to impoverished people around the world. A noble cause, and the dignitaries have come out here in Salt Lake City, opened their pocketbooks and been very, very generous. And they've been treated and rewarded with a great bout here at bantamweight. There's Congresswoman Mia Love. Tim Hughes stepping back inside the ring. I think he has the judges' official scorecards. We'll send it to him to make this bout official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, how about a big hand for both of these guys for stepping in here tonight? After 6 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Stoneman scores the bout 58-56. Judge Rich Montanez scores the bout 58-56. Judge Rochelle Montanez scores the bout 60-54. A unanimous decision for your winner, Josh Franco. Josh, step over here for a second. Step over here for a second. Now undefeated, still 6-0. That must feel good.
Yes, sir, it does.
How long have you been doing this? Since you were just a little guy?
Since I was 13, I started boxing.
13.
Yes, sir, 13 years old.
How did you get your connection with Golden Boy Promotions?
I had a team scouting me, and they scouted me and showed Golden Boy a few videos of my amateur career, and they liked what they saw.
I know that at the end of a fight, it's hard to look forward to another fight, but at this stage of your career, you're probably anxious to get as much work in the ring as possible.
Yes, sir. I want to stay busy and keep building my ranking and my record up.
Well, congratulations on your performance tonight. It was fun to watch you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still undefeated, Joshua Franco.
You can see Mario Lopez spying on his opponent for later tonight. It looked like he was coming out of Oscar De La Hoya's dressing room, maybe doing a little reconnaissance. I don't know if that's really in the spirit of tonight's charity bout, but Mario Lopez against a 10-time world champion probably needs all the help that he can get. Look at the Golden Boy there, still displaying that hand speed. Sometimes you just don't lose it. Very excited about that bout later on tonight. That'll be next after this. Charity Division Fight Night number 2 in Salt Lake.